Hi, everybody. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. It's Friday. We're here to once again rank some 8-bit video games. I'm Jeff Gerstmann. It is cold out here. And I've got a space heater pointed at my body-ish. I mean, pointed at the back of this chair, I guess, which is maybe not the smartest way to do it, but hello. It's we've got a fresh batch of games here ready to be ranked. Of course, we are making our way through the long list of every NES game released in North America in the original time frame of the system. We have a fresh batch of games here this week. Selected by you, the viewer. If you want to learn more about it, please do check out the Patreon over at jeff.zone. Multiple tiers there. You can get, an ad-free version of the podcast. You get some bonus materials. And at the advisory panel level, you can, of course, join the advisory panel and suggest games for this very program. We've got a long list here. What's on the list here? Mega Man 2 is at the very top here currently. That game's been there a long time. Let's scroll down here. Greg Norman's Golf Power, Warp Ship. Yeah, okay. And down here at the bottom, 678 games ranked in all so far. Harlem Globetrotters, currently at the bottom of the list. There's a lot of room in the middle here. I don't know. It's every week that we do another batch of games, I wonder, will either end ever be toppled? Will we find a game worse than Harlem Globetrotters? Oh, I would hope not. Actually, I really hope we do. Because that would be exciting. It would be exciting to see. Like the mind boggles a game that would actually be worse than Harlem Globetrotters is, and a game better than Mega Man 2. That's a great. You would think. Let's get into it here. Let's see. First up, Chili Bus wanted to see this one. It's got an exclamation point in the title, so you know it's good. This is The Flintstones, The Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. This is a slightly weird rendition of the Flintstones tune. I feel like we've seen this Hanna-Barbera Superstars logo on other games. Did the Jetsons game have this? That would make sense. They're still jumping. Fred, Barney. All right. This game came out in 1994. Hey Fred, what's up? I can't find pebbles. I don't know that I have a good Fred Flintstone on tap. Pebbles and Bam Bam have gone missing. I don't like it. Me and you, Barn. It just says Yabba Dabba Doo trademark at the bottom of the screen. But it's written like it's a password. It's written like we're going to type that in and then we're going to go fight Mike Tyson. What is the number of frames on this ledge animation? Can we do the Lara Croft fucking headstand flip way up? What is happening? Look at this. It's the most mechanical cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. This duck is also very good. high-pitched squeal. I don't even want to leave this first screen. Like, I'm already, like, I'm already really put off by what we're looking at right here. But that's, you know, that's, I'm sure Fred Flintstone has done this in the cartoon. Like, that type of quick, like, baseball headed at your head duck type thing. Okay, so we can charge and walk. Oh, oh. Okay, so Barney, too stupid to grab a ledge, but he can shoot. He can't charge. His duck is... This just looks bad. Like, the Fred one looks like... You can see the top of his head, but this is just like... This feels like the head just vanishes. Like I'm playing a bad Decap Attack beta. Alright. Going great. Going great. Can I not grab this under any circumstance? Okay, I guess we're doing this. I guess we're diving in a hole. Okay, so only Barney can grab these. Oh, we're spelling Yabba Dabba Doo with stars. Alright, I guess we're just blind jumping off of this. And oh, the turn is not... This is... He does not... Alright, nothing fun over there. Okay, so he can't grab onto any ledge and pull up. It's just those poles. It's not like Barney can... Why would... I like the way that they stop the momentum in a way that makes you think the rocks are going to turn around and go the other way, and then... See, they fall straight and then keep rolling in the same direction. It's like super weird. So do I need to be Barney to stay? Come on now. And I can't grab this ledge. It's got to have some hang on it. I don't... Okay. Let me switch. Okay, so if we hold A, and he'll stand there for a sec, and then fall again. But I can't jump and land on it. So up, jump, up. Okay. It's awkward. It's a very awkward set of inputs right there. Oh, I guess I should use a ranged attack there, huh? Oh, man. No? No, just gotta time this. This game is fucking weird. Like, it feels off in a lot of ways. Found him. Game over. Ah, well. Kids got engulfed in lava, so... Yep. Accurate. I like that it's like, the two children are excited by the lava. Oh, the Great Gazoo is here. So we know it's like the bad era of the Flintstones. The powers can't penetrate the volcano. Dude, this is still happening. This audio loop is still occurring. You should talk to him. You should talk to the fire dinosaur. Barney's right. Man, the Gazoo is useless powers. This is... I'm never coming to this bar on fucking noise show night ever again. Okay, so I can hit up and attack like it was Castlevania or something. Okay, up. Come on. We need to spell Yabba Dabba Doo. Trademark. Oops. How pitfall is this? Can I not step here? I assume... Okay, oh, I see. Oof. Okay, come on now. I don't like this game. It's like all the controls are really weird. Fuck you. Okay, up. Okay, we gotta hold down A to catch. Up, then release and hit A again to jump. There we go. Okay, to jump, to get any lateral movement, I need to climb up. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should have hit the spiders. What? Are the controls ambitious or just janky? I would not call it ambitious. Like, I would say, if anything, there's a part of this where they're trying to do a little too much, and I think that there are, like, maybe better ways to accomplish the things they're trying to accomplish. Like, the ledge stuff is, like, feels awkward. Fuck me, man. Suck it. Okay. We've got to get off this thing. That's the same bird that has the platform, right? So if I fall, he's probably got a platform down there. What do you think? Think this is doing any damage at all? Occasionally making a beep noise. Barney's attack cannot be charged, unlike Fred's club. Jungle hijinks. Tell me about it. I'll give you something. Gotta go all the way back here for another face-off. Oh no, a breakaway. Shit. Does a tie count as a loss? It feels like that would be the type of lazy bullshit that this would do. Oh, it's just halftime. Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck this. Oh, it just, it feels so bad. Oh, fuck off. Fucking. That's right. Eat my ass. Yeah, that didn't feel good. You know, not even like slippery in a way that you would go like, oh, well, it's ice. Like the movements, like your little body check has like a weird momentum on it that does not feel good, among other things. You never understood the appeal of the Flintstones? Well, I mean, you know, like, what if, you know, like, what if kids could watch the Honeymooners too? You know, but have their own little fun spin on it. Kids are just dying to watch the Honeymooners, but it's not a cartoon. What are you gonna do? slightly fewer threats of domestic violence in the Flintstones. The music's not terrible. I guess I could say that about this. Like, there's... I don't know that I love the actual tunes, but it's okay. We just fucking club that guy to death, man. Cavemen. They're cavemen. What the fuck do you expect? Oh, those gears are solid objects. So I can't just do this the fast way. Oh, you can't stand on those. You can only ride on them. Dude. All right, let's... After you hit this guy once, he gets pissed. I mean, I guess that makes sense. If somebody hit me with a glove, I would not be happy about it. All right, let's try this again. Great, doing great. Oh, I had to jump there to catch the other one. Those bats come at you at a bad, sometimes it's a bad angle for Barney. So I can't, Oh, couldn't jump because I was in the middle of hit fucking stun. Fuck. This is, well, this type of fucking gameplay was all the rage around 1994, right? This is what all the kids were into. The way the club swings combined with this is I'm gonna play this one more time and then that's gonna be that. Little slow down just helps the music really sink in, you know? Nope. I was like, is the turbo controller the answer here? And I'm thinking probably not. They put the sign that says jump after the part where you... It's really something, man. It's really something. Oh, well, good. Easy. Minecart madness indeed. Oh, this is fun. Hey, we spelled Yabba Dabba Doo. I think we just got an extra life. I don't think we had to spell the trademark on it. Imagine the meeting. Like, there has to be a build of this. There has to have been a build of this. Not that it still exists, but maybe it does. But I'm sure there's a build of this where that trademark's not there. And then some fucking Hanna-Barbera asshole got on a call and said, no, it must, no, you must, anytime the phrase is written or uttered, there must be a trademark symbol there. Here's Mr. Slate. Go ahead and tell me. Those monkeys are ruining my business. I've had enough. Wants me to do something about it. Alright, Mr. Slate. You worthless sack of shit. Ah, these monkeys are ruining the business. I guess maybe I could have gotten on that wheel and ridden it? That seems like what maybe would have happened there. That might have been fun. Maybe. Hey, I'm just here for the monkeys. Why is that guy just causing trouble? Oh, and I have no air control. So not only do you hit the spikes, you then immediately fall to your death. What a good fucking situation. What a great situation they put you into there. What the fuck? Just some floating balls there, you know, like whatever. No explanation. Hurry, Fred. Why are you here? I'm at work. Take this mammoth-sized lunch. It's a weird Betty. The cutscene thing looked fine, but you gotta walk with it. You can't just stand on it. You gotta walk with it. Fuck this game. That's the Flintstones. The surprise at Dinosaur Park turned out to be that it's not a good game. I don't know, like there's you know, you could certainly do worse, right? But this game just, I don't know, like it's trying things, but like not necessarily interesting things. Like it's just, here's, like it does fairly standard platformer stuff. Like, okay, you're going to ride this slope down and you're going to need to jump across. Here's some minecart shit. You know, for you kids that didn't upgrade to a Super Nintendo where minecarts are all the rage. Here's some NES minecarts for you. And here's like a wire you can cling to and ledges you can grab and whatever else. Like, but like a lot of that stuff mechanically feels bad. Clinging to the thing, getting up on top of the thing, like that sort of stuff is what really drags it down, I think, because otherwise it would be a platformer with like some relatively interesting ideas, especially for the NES, right? Especially when compared to other NES games. I think that there's stuff here that you go like, oh yeah, they're kind of, you know, they're kind of doing some stuff. But all of those things are handled in such an awkward fashion that the game becomes really cumbersome. Like it feels bad in the hand because you're like, okay, if like, especially for Barney on those rails, you're like, hold down A, push up here, and then let go of A and retap A because I need to let go and then jump again. And it, like, there's just, yeah, mechanically awkward, I think is the biggest problem with it. And then, you know, you get to your little mini games and they're trying to do little stuff with the hockey and whatnot. And the hockey feels terrible. Yeah, it's you know, the switching between Fred and Barney, I wish that instead, if they had one good character instead of two bad ones, like you're kind of doing, it's not, you know, obviously it's not like a Lost Vikings clone or whatever, but like having the having the okay, only Fred can grab ledges, only Barney can cling to wires. Like having that sort of stuff just adds one more layer of like, okay, now I need to hit select and do this and move on. Like I think that a lot of that stuff is really it just it adds to the overall kind of clumsy feeling that the game has. The Adventures of Dino and Hoppy, I mean, as a comparison point, I think is a more successful release, not to say that the Adventures of Dino and Hoppy is like some incredible video game, but it's solid. This ends up being, like I said, I think it's a little too complicated for its own good, in ways that detract from the overall feel of it. I think the reload time, the frequency with which you could swing the club has a few too many holes in it, and they send things at you slightly too quickly for the way the club works. Like that minecart level, like all that stuff is reactable after a couple of times of going through it and going like, oh, okay, there's a bat here, there's a bat here. But it's just a little too much. I don't know. I think they could have backed off a little bit there and had a better game overall. So I don't know. Like it's I wouldn't call it disappointing because ultimately who is here looking for a great Flintstones platformer, but it is a game that when you think about a game coming out in 1994, you're like, oh, there's a lot to look at, there's a lot to learn from, but this is one of those kind of late era games where it just feels like I'm not even going to say phoned in. It feels like a bunch of half-cocked ideas. It feels like a bunch of stuff that like, if you had the additional buttons of a 16-bit controller, you could fit all of those concepts onto one character instead of two. Like, here's your slingshot button, here's your club button, or whatever. And I think that would be just smoother and better. But that's, kind of neither here nor there. This game is worse than the Flintstones, The Rescue of Dino and Hoppy. It's no G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. Battletoads is certainly a better game. You would be better off with, this is, like, again, like, it's not a terrible game. Like, this is better than Dick Tracy. A game that largely just has its ambition on its side. And there's a lot of it. Like, Dick Tracy is doing a lot. Failing at most of it, but it is doing a lot. But like it's maybe it is our new number 360. Let's look here. It is no Captain Skyhawk. It's no Ultimate Stuntman. Skate or Die is a better game. You'd be better off with a copy of The Karate Kid. Linus Spacehead's Cosmic Crusade is more interesting. You know what? It's better than Captain Comic The Adventure, but it's no Totally Rad. It's our new number 355. Remember, you can always go to 8bitnintendo.science if you want to see the full list, along with timestamps for every game getting ranked. Let's see, the Flintstones. What is the full name of this? The Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. Surprise is you're going to get to the end, Pebbles and Bam Bam, fully grown, having a baby. Surprise. With an exclamation point, of course. Okay. All right. Let's get that in front of you so you can try it on for size, see what you think. And there you have it. Okay. All right, up next. Davis wanted to see this one. This is an unlicensed video game. But not as, I know that's a very scary phrase, but this is from your friends at Tengen. So There's a hope for some quality here. It's also from your friends at Sega. It's Alien Syndrome. A classic arcade game. The time bomb is set and whatnot. Oh. Didn't realize we get a little cutscene here. The battle has just begun. Okay. I played a fair amount of the Sega Master System version of this. We want Ricky or Mary? The time bomb is set. This feels like a much slower moving game than the other 8-bit version. Let's get that L. Okay, so we got 3 along the bottom. So let's go down. We'll go down around the bottom. F, I remember being the best weapon. There was more of a fireball, I thought. Like, less of a short-range shot like this. But maybe I'm wrong. Awkward weapon interactions, too. There it is. Your FB. That's what you're looking for. Okay, there's our 3 along the bottom. Now we can loop our way back up and around. Let's take a look at this map here. Yeah, okay, so 4 along the top. One is like bottom, middle on the top. This is this Gorf thing that this game does of, you know, you can fire rapidly, but it erases your previous projectile. It makes a lot of sense when Gorf did it. The way that Gorf did it. Because you would miss a shot at a Space Invader, and you'd go, oh shit, and then you'd be able to shoot again immediately. But a lot of games that do this, I feel like, suck. If that makes any sense. Oh, you're like in some weird... Okay, and then there should be one up in this corner, and then we go up to the top middle for the exit. And then we fight the weird boss. And I bet this is gonna be one of those all black background boss fights. I think it was on the Master System. I think they did that. This music is... yeah. So he's got a weird slit here that we need to fill with fireball ammo. Also, the timer is still running. The time bomb was set. Ah! we got full-fledged alien-looking aliens. Okay, so we'll get the one directly to the right. We'll sweep through the corner and get 3 more, and then we'll work our way along the bottom. This is a pretty drab version of this game. Okay, so we got one standing in the middle of nowhere over here. I think about one in the bottom corner here, but oh, look at that. Finally, the sexy stuff. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's one in kind of the bottom room on the right side as well, so it should be relatively straightforward. All right, we missed somebody here. So there's one above me, and then where's the last one? All the way over there. Okay. All right, I'm done looking at the map. Let me leave. Like it just shows it for a set amount of time. I don't think I can like button press to just like get out of it, which is silly. So like these games could have been licensed. I mean, Sega could have become a publisher on the NES, but they had their own hardware, right? But these games came out for the Famicom, just normal video games. It wasn't like a big deal. And then, they weren't brought to the US, and so, there's an opportunity to bring these games over. What do we got? Come on. But this version of the game is nothing like this is definitely not as good as the Master System version, which I think is the case for most of these Sega games on the NES is they're really not great versions of the game. The time bomb is set. It's starting to look like a bad Toe Jam and Earl level. Anything resembling a map or a weapon or like a wall that could have those things on them anywhere? Okay, so we got one over here. And then I should go back and look at the map, because I think there's one that I passed that I should get, because I don't think there's going to be enough time to do 2 full loops. Okay, so there's one all the way back on that other wall. Wait, what? So there's one right here. Also? Oh, yeah, okay, yep. Okay, there's this 1, 2 in the center area. But there's one all the way over here that I need to make sure I get. Okay, so we take the next right to go. We'll get the corner guy, then we'll go back down and go and get the guy on the inside track there. Okay. Oh, you're there. That's a bad for me. Okay, how the fuck do I get there? From the bottom. Yeah, we're gonna run out of time, dude. I think this is the one. I think this is the one that leads up to that kind of center mass area, right? No? No? Is there a way off of here in this direction? No, because there would have been a way on that I would have noticed. So I gotta go back the way I came, walk all the way around. And the timer runs during the boss fight too, so you're really. But what happens when time expires? Do I like lose, or I think you have to do the whole level again. That's a pleasant screen. This is not a great version of Alien Syndrome. And I feel like you would not understand why this game was very good. This was a great arcade game in its day. Quickly replaced, I think, by a lot of other more complicated and interesting shooters. And also, like, you know, in like a pop culture sense, probably replaced by a lot of other better and more interesting riffs on Alien, right? And so, you know, it kind of exists in a very limited window, and no one ever really talked about Alien Syndrome, I think, but, you know, like it definitely had its moment as like, hey, this is kind of a badass game in an era when, you know, there were kind of getting to be more and more of those, I guess. I don't know. What is Alien Syndrome's place in the pantheon of all gaming? Like, by the time the Master System came out, even, it wasn't necessarily presented as like top tier. But yeah, I don't know. Sega never really did much with it. Yeah, there was that Wii and was that PSP? Yeah, there's that thing. God, I forgot all about that. But yeah, there's a you know, there's definitely something to this game. It just didn't. Yeah, it's no Chaos Engine, I guess. I don't know. I would probably take the arcade version of Alien Syndrome over Chaos Engine / Soldier of Fortune. Though that game does have more speech. Well, I don't know. I think I want to say the arcade version would say the time bomb is set. I think it did have some limited speech in it. That's not a great game. This version of the game, I think, sucks all of the passion, all of the cool shit out of it. The enemies are just kind of slow and not really threatening to you. It really skews things a little bit further in the direction of this being a race against the clock, which is what the arcade version eventually becomes too, because you have more and more complicated levels to navigate. But the act of walking around and fighting and getting to the hostages and all this stuff was just a lot more engaging in other versions of the game. And so, you know, I think this version just feels, looks, sounds very flat. It just, I don't know, like it feels more like an unlicensed game than it maybe deserves to for the lineage it has and whatever else, like the black background boss fights and the way the bosses just kind of move, like, I don't know, the way the bosses move feels Very awkward as well. It's just not a great game. It's no Gumshoe. It's no The Moffat Conspiracy. Puss in Boots: Perilous Great Adventure is a better game. Shinobi, another Sega port to this platform. That's a much more successful take on this whole thing. You'd be better off with a copy of Street Fighter 2010: The Final Fight. But, like, is it better or worse than that shit-ass version of Joe and Mac? That's a weird one. It's a little bit better than Joe and Mac. But it's no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Captain America and the Avengers is a better game. Akari Warriors 2 Victory Road is a better game. And has speech. I mean, if when Alien Syndrome started up and it said, the time bomb is set, or, come on, let's fight, or something nice like that, like, you could at least believe in it. But Victory Road's a better game. Worm, Journey to the Center of the Earth is a better game. This is better than Exodus: Journey to the Promised Land. It's better than Big Nose the Caveman. It's better than Star Soldier. It's no Crystal Mines. This is better than The Punisher. It's better than Metal Fighter. But it's no Swords and Serpents, weirdly enough. It's our new number 422. Okay. Fantastic. And there you have it. Let's move on. Draws wanted to see this one. We've been trying to find a spot for this for a bit. And now it is time to relive the past with a game I like to call L'Empereur. That's not, I don't know. That's not, I don't know. It's from your homie, Ko Shibasawa, and your homie Napoleon. You must save France. Oh, Napoleon, you have my faith in all you do. Napoleon is a simple warmonger. The international realm is mine. Let the French come if they dare. We will give them a true fight. Corsican fool! The plains of Russia will beat them yet. I will lead you to victory and fame. Okay, Napoleon. It's quite an intro. There's something about this, like, conceptually that feels very slim. Of just like, hey man, we made a Napoleon game. We got the beginning, we get some multiple scenarios. Left is yes, right is no. Holland stopped trade with Bavaria. Austria's plotting strategy. And then you get here and it's kind of another one of these. Naples. They've declared war on Spain. We had a treaty of friendship, but that's over now. So now we have individual city strategies? Okay. Let's give a speech. That seems like something Napoleon would do. I'll lead you to the world's most fertile plains. Horse. Push the horse button for more horse. Labor strike in Dublin. Oh, let's see. I'm going myself, man. Oh, we can send more? Okay, all right. Need 150 food for 30 days. Let's see what it looks like. Oh. This looks way worse than a lot of the other battle sequences in a lot of these games. This is... Venice's army of Venice is now approaching. This is a pretty grimy. So can I not? I guess that's my big question is, does artillery need to be next to, like, directly next to a unit, or do I have actual range? Sena withdrew. Great. Okay, so the artillery didn't automatically attack when I got next to the horses. And now my artillery's getting... Yeah, this is... There we go. Great work. Explode! Boy, that really didn't do a lot of damage to those horses, did it? Reinforcements from Venice. We're extra fucked. I don't think we were ever going to win this one. I mostly just, always want to see what the combat's going to look like. I think these tiles look bad. I think these units... This feels like a really bad one of these compared to some of Koei's other work on the platform. Okay, let's keep it up. All right, we got some guys that are almost here. No. No rest. Oh, can't aim that far away, I guess. Uh-oh. Yeah. No. I think this stuff, you know, like, there's something cool about the idea of like this game existing. Like they wanted to do a Napoleon game of all things. Oh, okay. So I can't even select that unit right now. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Napoleon retreated. Here's how it's going. Bad. France's army is repulsed. Russia's declared war on Turkey. Bavaria and France have concluded a treaty of friendship. I think it's hard to, you know, like having these things just kind of flicker on screen as you go. You know, it's something that I think makes sense in the context of the platform and whatever, but like it's really... It makes everything in games like this feel inconsequential, I suppose. Sending some reinforcements into Also, I do think that the kind of like zoom in, zoom out, like different the city maps combined with the country maps and all of that. It's like there's a depth here that's kind of neat, but can't recruit more this year. Oh, geez. Kiev has attacked Bucharest. Looks like this stuff, you know, like I think there's something, it makes it harder to kind of like get a sense of the bigger picture as the other countries take their turns and stuff. Like it's a little hard to keep track of it. Sorry. Oh, big stretch. Oh gosh. It's hard sometimes to get a good sense of it. I mean, let's see, you know, how much of the map can we kind of dig into here? We'll request some officers. And we'll invest in industry. Our industrial level is now 13. An abundant harvest in Rome. Okay. We got a D in gold and, you know, a C in food. I think, you know, like a lot of the way that these menus are presented also, I think just it makes it a little... See more through view? No. Okay to end? Yes. Oh, that's... Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's my turn, huh? It's kind of the interesting thing about these games is that all of them feel like they're reaching beyond what is like just on the cusp of what's possible. Horse. Give me 50 horse. But anyway, I think there's something very interesting about the way that these games feel like they are doing so much on a platform that, you know, maybe wasn't perfect for this style of game. But if you really sat down and invested, there's a lot to these games, it's easy to see how someone could get sucked into this stuff in that era. Obviously, I think of the games on the platform, when we talk about have these games aged well, are they still fun or whatever, like that's where this gets really hard. Seems like it would be 10 times better on a PC. So a lot of these games do have DOS equivalents. Like a lot of Koei's stuff was coming out on PC in Japan, and then a lot of those games also got localized for US release. Like I was playing, was it Uncharted Waters or whatever? Like I was playing the DOS version of that, and yeah, it's better, but not dramatically so. Like the interface and having a mouse and stuff like that helps, but ultimately I think it's in a lot of ways it's an issue of resolution. You know, the screen, the resolution, you can only have the text be so small at these types of resolutions, and as monitor resolutions and everything went up, you got to a point where like, okay, now, and as performance went up, and now we can zoom in and out, and you know, like that sort of stuff, I think really helps. So it only goes so far, is my point. Like these versions of the game are not that far off. Like the mouse definitely helps, but the game doesn't necessarily. It's not like these DOS versions of these games are giving you dramatically more information or a dramatically different presentation of the map, the world, the stats available to you at any given time, or anything like that. And it's sort of the thing of like, these games all had to start somewhere, right? Everything did. And when you go back and look at games of a simulation and strategy variety at this time, and in the 80s in general, you find a lot of games that like are technically like landmark releases, and you're like, oh my god, there's so much to see and so much to, but like they're very hard to go back to. Are we out of the year yet? It's January. No, okay. We should probably raise some funds. Like, take a look at, you know, like, for an example of what I'm talking about, F-15 Strike Eagle, the flight simulator that existed on 8-bit home computers, the Commodore 64, your Atari 800s, and so on. It is sluggish. It is slow. The frame rate is ridiculous. Like, the expectation of you to fly a fucking F-15 at those frame rates is insane. But at the time, when that was kind of the only thing available, it was so much deeper and more engaging. Than, you know, any kind of like scrolling shooter or basic flight game, you know, like whatever. Like it's crazy. And so you have to kind of give it up for the folks making games like this in this era, because they're in some ways, like, for as much as you wouldn't think a game like this is like technology limited, like that is literally the issue, you know, of like, hey, the resolutions are too low to put all this stuff on the screen. This is that, you know, we can't scroll around at the speed we want to. Like, it's really silly stuff. Until, you know, nowadays, it's really silly stuff. Oh, I don't really feel like I can invade. I feel like we need more fucking dudes. Let's give a speech. I feel like that's something Napoleon would be good at. Get the morale back up. But yeah, you get to like the PC-98, the X68K, these 16-bit CPUs, the somewhat higher resolutions that you get there, you do start to see a bit of a change for games of this nature. But then, you know, when those games come to console, like, you're still kind of limited to the, you know, the basic resolution of a television, and, you know, like the readability of a TV screen, and so, you know, you're still kind of faced with some of that stuff. So I think this game is fine. I just it's certainly no uncharted waters and stuff. I think just in terms of presentation, when we look at what, like, I don't know, Gemfire or some of the other stuff that we've looked at, I think this is a hard, this one's kind of a hard one to take. I feel like we should probably be amassing funds and food. For when we can recruit again, but we're probably not going to play long enough to get to next year and recruit again. Let's see what how the other scenarios look. You know, if there's different music or anything like that. I'm curious. So we're just on computer play here. Russia and Turkey have sealed an alliance. So same basic presentation, some different character portraits and stuff like that. Here much later in Napoleon's reign, I guess. Position and let them come. I think this is exceptionally ugly here. I think that this is something that I think is notably worse than some of the other games in the historical simulation series. Is that these battle screens these aren't the best tiles. I've seen better tiles. And that's kind of something that stands out here as well. Yeah, it almost looks like garbage. It almost looks like okay, this ROM went bad or something. Like, yeah, this. Yeah. Anyway, okay. And obviously you could have, some more graphical flourish, like that's something that I think is always going to be a trade-off with stuff like this, right? Is like, oh, when the horses attack the dudes, they should be an animation of the horses charging and then dudes falling, or, but then those are almost like summon animations. You end up like, okay, we've seen this a billion times. That was with the strategy game we played a couple weeks back. The name escapes me, but it had like a much more graphical presentation for its combat in a way that's like, okay, yeah, this is nice, but now I've seen all of these, and I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing them. So yeah, it's just kind of a hard. Especially all this time later, right? Like this is something that a lot of what we're looking at here is again, the kind of guiding question that led us to start down this road in the first place was this idea of, are these games still any good? Do any of them hold up? Or are we purely coasting on nostalgia and fumes at this point? And that's something, we can probably more directly answer once we're finished ranking every single game. But I think it's safe to say that there are still some games on this platform that are incredibly playable on their own merits, and are better than just the nostalgia, the YouTube vacuum that so many of these games fell into. But there are a lot of these games that don't hold up also. And a lot of these games that were never any good. The popularity of the NES caused obviously a big land grab, a big gold rush, and everyone went to fill in the gaps, and that's why we ended up with so many games from Ocean. That's why we ended up with a Harlem Globetrotters game. This is worse than Gemfire. It's certainly worse than Uncharted Waters, which is above Gemfire. And yeah, I think that the information presented here is it's hard to get the numbers out of it that you kind of want to get. It's hard to get that kind of like view of the entire battlefield, which I suppose is accurate to what war was probably like back then. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it is an exciting play. It's a very specific type of individual that I think is going to get the most out of a Napoleon simulation. And God bless him. But I do think that that's a really... I think that it's a really uphill battle that I think that some of these other games have done a better job with. You know, whether it's a Nobunaga's Ambition or, you know, like Gemfire, Uncharted Waters. I think those are all games that have done this a bit better. But yes, then there is, of course, Banded Kings of Ancient China. Down here. Which, Banded Kings of Ancient China, I think, had a lot of the same issues of, like, there's a grime to it. It's not pretty. The information is not well presented. And so I guess the first question to ask is L'Empereur, I'm never going to pronounce that correctly, I just know it, better or worse than Bandit Kings of Ancient China? I think it is probably slightly worse. I think it is probably slightly worse overall. Bandit Kings, I remember having pretty ugly looking tiles as well. Uglier than these. Yeah, maybe this is slightly better than Bandit Kings of Ancient China, but really only ever so slightly. I mean, it's no Alfred Chicken. Pretty natural comparison. Alfred Chicken and the Napoleon War Sim. I mean, you know, that's pretty direct, right? I mean, you know, it's just like, it's right there. This is exactly the same thing. But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street's a better game. Alfred Chicken's a better game. Laser Invasion is a better game. The Caltron 6-in-1 is a better game. Jack Nicklaus's Greatest 18 Holes of Major Championship Golf is the shits, man. L'Empereur is better than that. Okay, this is better than Caltron. This is our new number 541. It is better than Caltron. The Caltron has, yeah. It's got 6 games. This has 4 scenarios. Yeah, this is our new number 541. Okay. But still, again, games like that, games like F-15 Strike Eagle, some of the Micro Prose flight sims of the era, that people hold in extremely high regard. I think that's warranted. But again, those are a lot of games that it's not that they've necessarily aged poorly. I mean, that's part of it. That's only part of it. It's that they've been replaced. Like, technology plays a role here, Like, it's a clear-cut case of, like, technology can immediately improve these games by, smoother frame rates on flight sims, higher resolution images so you can put more information on the screen about the conflict and the turns and the tiles, better information at your fingertips. I think a lot of these strategy games would benefit, over the next 5 years after this, 5 to 10, with just raw advancements in technology. Higher resolution screens, better color depth, faster scrolling, like the sort of stuff that you could get away with kind of further into the 90s would help these games immensely. But alas, here we are. Next up, Jason wanted to see this one. This is one that was on the list last time, but we did not have time to get to it. And so now let's get into an officially licensed product of the National Hockey League Players Association. This is Pro Sport Hockey. From Jalico. Super Cup. This is a lot of options for an 8-bit sports game. You can have overtime or shootouts. All right, so yeah, we've got a good early 90s Kings lineup. Luc Robitaille, Rob Blake and such. Sorely down there. Wayne Gretzky. What? What? He's furious. Ah! Ooh. Player changing is awkward. It doesn't... I don't feel like I can do it the way that I want to be able to. Oh. So is A shoot and B... I'm still trying to figure out my shoot and pass buttons here. Ugh. This is too many shots on goal. We've got to get out of here. Okay, A has to be shoot because it winds up. Yeah. It's funny, this is like not great, but it's like they've done a decent job of approximating the like general look and pace of EA's hockey game on an 8-bit platform, right? I mean, you know, those were 16-bit games. So in the same era, I mean, I have to look like this is like, you know, this is a 90s game. Like this probably came out after the first. It's like, what was the first EA hockey game? It was like 92 or so. It was like the same basic time, right? All right, Gretzky moving up. And so this had a 1993 copyright. Like it's entirely possible that I'm guessing that this came out after the first NHL game. Okay, let's try if we can. What? I was trying to do like a one-timer, but it doesn't. I'm guessing that those types of mechanics would not have made its way in. But like this has the same basic stylings of EA's hockey game. Like it moves quickly. Like it's I'll give it that. Ugh. Yeah, the first one or two EA hockey games didn't have one-timers. That was something they added later. So it would be crazy, especially crazy if this game had that. Okay, let's see if we can. If we pass, dump it off to somebody else. Like I'm just not. Yeah, fucking lay him out. All right. This is not terrible. Like this is not nearly as good as EA's hockey game, but like again, that's on a later generation of hardware, and is also probably one of the best damn video games ever fucking made. What? Fuck you! Come on. No. Why'd you pass it? All right. Ugh. I keep wanting other players to be in a position that they're not. Like I keep skating up and going like, oh, I want to dump it off to somebody that's more centered up. And they're just not there. Ah! Oh, it didn't even tell us who scored that one. It's just like right back to it, huh? It's not interesting anymore. But like it has the, this game has the options you would want also. Like the not that it's been a huge problem because your AI players have been pretty good at not going off sides. And so, but the rules I would probably turn off, or at least I would have turned off back then, would have been offsides. I probably would have turned off all penalties because fuck it. Maybe you leave icing on just, to keep it honest a little bit, but fuck. Kill him. What? Come on. He's going after the puck. Oh, I'm so mad. Oh, big fist smash. Nope. Yeah, change player doesn't give you the player you want sometimes, which, you know, that's a hard... It's always kind of a weird thing in some of these games, especially something as frenetic as hockey, where, you know, the action is just moving from place to place so frequently. Come on now. Come on now. Okay. Kill him. Give me that dude, so I can murder this man. The flickering player indicator to say who's got the puck is like effective enough. I think it's kind of ugly, but like considering the limitations of the platform, I think it works well enough. I will say that I am getting fucking flummoxed, stymied, even. But like this feels pretty good. Like it feels, you know, the controls are roughly equivalent to EA's game without the turbo button, because you know you only have 2 buttons to work with, and so everyone just kind of moves quickly, and you just have to get close to people and hit A to knock them the fuck over. So it's less about the speed boost check and more about you kind of move quickly anyway, and you just get up close and smash them. What? Come on. Come on. Yeah. What kind of options do I have for... Okay. So we have room for some line changes. Oh, and so this is like position, like general positioning for players. You can say, hey, that's interesting. I don't know. Like that's, huh. Ugh. Mike Madonna, you... Probably doesn't help that I'm taking my defenders like all the way up the ice and instead of letting Gretzky or somebody take the shot. Oh. But Gretzky has not had any better luck. This is a solid fucking hockey game, man. I'm surprised. This is... I mean, I'm getting the shit beat out of me, but like this is... Once I figure out how to score, it is over for you hoes. I know, come on. Oh, what? Yeah, that's right. Lock him up. I didn't see shit. This seems like bullshit to me. Man. Got a Jalico Zamboni. I am sipping on a beverage. Me too. Not me. Oh, brutal. That looked like it was going to go, man. But yeah, you know, other than maybe like a little bit of additional responsiveness on player switching and some stuff like that, I feel like every time, like a lot of the goals they've scored, not every goal, but a lot of the goals they've scored have been like, I am the one. It feels like I am the one pushing my own goalie over to the side, and that has been one of the big problems. But the player switching feels a little inconsistent. Sometimes you hit the button, it gives you exactly... Yeah, right there, man. You see that one coming. Sometimes you hit the button, it gives you exactly who you want when you want them. And sometimes you hit it and it's like, it doesn't... It's like, why didn't this happen? Or it's giving you a player that's behind the guy instead of the guy that's in front of him and best positioned to smash the shit out of him. In a friendlier video game, that would have gone. It would have been like, you're down 12-0, and you got like 2 shots on goal back to back. Like, it's kind of, one was on one side, one on the other. We'll let you. We'll give you that one. Also, sometimes it feels like you're pushing. You can really push guys down the ice after you knock them over. It's a little weird. There we go. Nothing. No celebration. I guess when you're down 12. Fuck. But we do have that meter. I think there is a stamina, like a thing happening here as well that I'm probably not fully responding to. But I don't know that like this isn't... Like, it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like you do a full line change. Ugh. Also, some of the passes are pretty bad. Like that one, for example. Come on. Major. Come on. That's fine. Like, nah. Ugh. Just pull the goalie at this point. Yeah, a lot of the passes feel like they could be better and maybe a little more direct. Like it feels like the passes are going in the general direction that I want them to, but they're not going to the guy. And that could be better, but penalty killing is for cowards. We're here to fucking score points. Oh, God, get out! Haha. It does a good job, like you get a good enough speed on the ice to when you do smash into these guys, it does feel like you are fucking them up. And that's key. Just nothing happening. Yep. This is pretty good, man. I'm surprised. Like, what does training even look like in this thing? Weird. Like when you start, he just automatically starts skating forward and doesn't stop. Like I can kind of do this, but like once he crosses that line. Is that the secret? I need to like jerk the stick back and forth to really fake him out. Felt like I had it dialed in there for a little bit, and now I don't. Anyway. Okay, so we got like a password mode for playing like a tournament type thing. A weird training thing. I'm impressed with the depth of the options here on penalties and icing and that sort of stuff. That's kind of cool too. This is probably the best hockey game on the platform. I mean, gosh. It's it moves at a really good speed. Like the training there at the end is kind of weird because it was one-on-one and everything was like moving like way faster. A lot faster than it should have been running. But the pace of that game is really peppy. When the ice is full, gets a little flickery in spots, but nothing too bad. But it feels like a great and like maybe more importantly like a genuine game of hockey for the era, in a way that like the arcadey stuff didn't, right? Like this actually kind of splits the difference because I don't think this game is like incredibly complicated. It's not like hockey. Like 90s hockey video games are in some ways the perfect sports game if you turn off like offsides and potentially icing. Because it's very easy to follow and it's very easy to understand, like, you just murder that dude who has the puck and then get it and go score. And so even the simulation-based games of the early 90s are, like, amazing video games, Like, EA was on... Like, I might say that is the best sports game that EA has ever produced, is the first 2 or 3 years of hockey. Like I would probably take, I don't know, NHL 93 or something over just about everything else that they've ever done, ever. With the, I don't know, NHL Rock the Rink is a pretty good PlayStation, but no, in terms of just like their kind of simulation offerings or whatever, as those have evolved over the years, like that is one of the most arcadey and most playable games they've ever made. This game approximates that, whether they set out to just clone EA's hockey game or not. I don't know the actual, the what how when and how they made this game, but it feels great. Like the action on the ice, you feel very in control of the characters. The downside is like, again, the change player stuff is a little awkward. Players pile up in ways that are sometimes hard to read. and that can be a little tricky. And then, you know, the scoring and that sort of stuff is, you know, I'm sure there's slightly more nuance to it. Otherwise, you know, I mean, if there wasn't, I would have scored a lot more, right? So there's a little bit more going on there for me to kind of uncover, I guess, if I were to stick with it. But a good level of depth, the right type of options for turning off penalties, like the right level of nuance there of just like, hey, you don't want to just let people just like murder people on the ice. Actually, you kind of do. But offsides, you know, not that big of a deal. Though that only came up once during a game because, you know, your players are pretty smart about not just crossing that line before you. And so we didn't really have a lot of opportunities to where we could have gone offsides, I suppose. But yeah, pretty good, you know? Like if they're going to do stamina, they could have been better about having quick line changes or just like things in the menu to let you kind of swap players out more directly instead of the kind of offensive defensive strategy stuff they have. Like if you could just go like, okay, give me my A line, give me my B line, you know, whatever. Like that's probably a better thing to do there. It seemingly that's how it was going because there are meters there on screen that are draining, so I assume that is some sort of stamina or momentum or something to that effect. But yeah, like a damn fine game of hockey, and like surprisingly, again, you know, in an era when EA was kind of defining what great hockey was going to look like, you know, this game apes a lot of that style, a lot, and that goes a long way. But here on the 8-bit platform, you know, like the sports games are kind of, at least, you know, especially the more serious ones, are not like amazing. The more simulation style sports games, right? So I think this does a really good job of like straddling that line and giving you like a really solid game of like realistic hockey. And I think that goes a long way. Like it's certainly better than ice hockey. Now, Blades of Steel is a weird, interesting comparison, though. You know? Because Blades of Steel ultimately isn't trying to duplicate the sport of hockey the same way this game is. You know, Blades of Steel has its arcade roots. And those arcade roots do quite well here. And so in some ways it's a different thing. You know, it's like trying to compare like a Madden and an NFL Blitz or something in some ways. And so it is sort of a different comparison point here. So the question becomes, is pro sport hockey better or worse than Blades of Steel? Like, scientifically speaking, I will tell you, I like this game a lot more than Blades of Steel. Like on a personal note, I would play pro sport hockey over Blades of Steel, like every time. Because the NES, like, it's just not, it's whatever. But scientifically speaking, I think it is very easy to say that this is better than ice hockey. But it is not as good as Blades of Steel. And so that kind of throws it into, you know, like this is a very deep end with games here. You know? Like this is no RBI Baseball 2. Be better off with a copy of Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. But like it's probably somewhere around this zone here. It's no slalom. But it's better than RBI 3. It's better than Cowboy Kid. It's better than Dragon Spirit, the New Legend. Scat, Special Cybernetic Attack Team, is a better game. Silkworm is a better game. This is better than 3D World Runner. It's better than Section Z. It's better than the NES version of Archon. It's better than Zezix. It's better than Crazy Creatures. It is no Ninja Crusaders. It's our new number 136. A legitimate surprise here with Pro Sport Hockey. I am very impressed, man. That's a really good, surprising fucking video game, you know? Of just like, look at this. This is a damn fine game of fucking hockey. Holy smokes. You would not have expected anything of this nature to have appeared on the, especially like an also ran kind of, you know, like Jalico's sports stuff. You know, once we get past Bases Loaded, which does have its fans, you get to like hoops and goal and you know, like I have a soft spot for hoops. Hoops was a heartbreaker. When we went back and ranked hoops was a game that in my head I loved that damn video game. And then when it came time to play it again, it was like, oh no, this isn't this game doesn't hold up very well at all. Pro Sport Hockey, man, they did a really good job of making a game that you know, if that game was just labeled, like if they had somehow done a deal with EA and just said like, hey, here's NHLPA hockey for the NES, you'd go like, yeah, okay, like this is, yeah, all right, like you've approximated that experience just about well enough. Like it's surprisingly good, you know, like it's a surprisingly coherent game of hockey, which you again, you would not have expected on this platform. I thought that we required 16 bits to get a solid quality, fast moving hockey game of that variety. But here we are. Impressive. Next up, Tim wanted to see this one. This is Tim's fault. From your friends at Bandai. And the Walt Disney Company. Here in Hollywood land, it's the Rocketeer. Oh, shit. Even looking at this demo, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. Okay, so we can change weapons. Watch this helicopter fight here before we start. Oh, well. The Bigelow Aeronautical Corporation. Somewhere in Hollywood, a legendary screen star, Neville Sinclair. Okay, so Wilma hid the rocket back from the feds, but where, you incompetent imbeciles? Where? Meanwhile, at a nearby Chaplin Airfield, ace pilot Cliff Seckard and Master Mechanic Ambrose PvP body. Hey, where did this come from? Odd looking contraption. What do you suppose it is? Ah! Level 1, find the rocket. Oh, okay. This helmet should help you steer. Oh no! Whoa. So what even is this? A different type of gun? Is it just like a series of different guns? Looks like ammo goes to whatever I have equipped at the time. Got a bazooka. This game feels terrible. Okay. I thought I was going up. Okay. Do we have any kind of sub screen or anything? Okay, no, just Okay. Haha, we put fire down here. Isn't that cool? Isn't that a cool thing we did? All right, now what? That one exploded low. It's funny. All right, now we have some bullets. Right, the fire there. We remember the fire from before? It's fun that you get to restart this area with no bullets. When you start back up. This is some of my least favorite on like, you know, science aside. This type of resource management on a platform that doesn't necessarily have enough buttons to make it easy to decide if you're going to shoot or not. Of like, okay, if I want to not waste these 4 bullets, I need to hit select like a few times to get back to fists. This is some of my least favorite shit in video games. Any of these fuckers ever gonna drop bullets? Any? Ugh. I picked up a heart. Okay, and it gave me like one more. Oh, man. I like the weird like smoke cloud or whatever whenever you do kill anybody. Ugh. See, sometimes those guys have bullets. Look at this. Bullet heaven. Video games are so stupid. Just need a little more health. Come on. Come on. All right, there we go. All right, forget it. Wait, I can't. Oh. Oh, since they dropped fuel, I guess I can fucking just fly now, huh? How do I stop doing that? Pick up some parts on my way out of the hangar. Oh, okay. Apparently that's... Sure. Why wouldn't you have... Evil fucking rocket packs? It's like the second level of the game. You're like... I thought the Rocketeer was unique. Ah, fuck this game, man. This is the shits. Hope you enjoy starting this level with 0 fuel and 0 bullets. I punched a guy with a jetpack. Just fly away, stupid. This is it's a profoundly bad time. These enemies that just take like 3 shots to kill, you know, the limited ammo. Zero resources on respawn. Like, there's just a lot of shit here that's just like, I don't want to do this. Oh, right, from the demo. Remember this? Remember this? Remember we did this? Okay, now it's showing us the... It's cool because the flying feels terrible too. Like it's really... It's really impressive. All right, I need more fuel, I guess, right? Because I got to be up there for a while shooting this thing. It's like not at the very top of the screen, so I have to like kind of drop down a little bit. But like getting a nuanced position vertically with the way the flight control is on this is not super fucking easy. And also no one's dropping any fuel, so I'm just like here, not in any real danger, able to just like amass resources, but it's such a slow process. Like, it's just one more way that this game fucking sucks. Okay, let's switch to gun. And go up here in the sky and try and... Oh, that looked good. That didn't look like the ROM bugging out. Chapter 2. Give me a call at 490-629. Fun. They sure mean business. Just rolling up artillery to some dude's house. Oh no, there's more. And so that gun that takes 2 ammo to fire doesn't do any more damage than the regular pistol. but it does seem to have like a longer range or something. So you're like the trade-offs are also bad. Like on top of everything else. And they brought artillery, tiny little tanks. What is this, Toys 2? And every piece of music is just so going for it, and it's not good. But it's just like these busy compositions. This game is exhausting. Weird murder drones. Ah! All right, Rocketeer. Oh, big stretch. Oh. It's a bad game. It's a bad game. A lot of the different pieces of that is every piece of that is rotten in its own weird way. You know, part of it is a lack of harmony, right? Like there's things about the variety of weapons that you go like, oh, that's kind of cool, but the, you know, increased ammo and just like the restarting with 0 bullets, and you know, there's just things about that prevent you from having a good time with your arsenal. And if you know anything about me, it's that I like to have a good time with an arsenal. The movement feels pretty bad. Like there in chapter 2, you know, I was able to get through like 2 of the 3 stages that we saw, just like running and jumping over these dudes, just like, fuck it, get me out of here. The fuel situation, like that stuff drains so fast, and the flying feels really bad too. And so just like across the board, like there's no one thing here that you can latch onto and go, well, at least it's got this, you know? Like the weapons don't feel great to fire. The ammo situation sucks. Flying doesn't feel good, but also the fuel situation sucks. Doesn't feel good on the ground. The more powerful weapons, you know, the ones that are actually going to deal with some of those 3-shot enemies in one hit. You know, like that. Yeah. It's like a lot of that game is just bad. I don't know. Fitting for the Rocketeer, I suppose. I don't know. I don't remember much about the film other than remembering that people tried to make a big deal about the movie and then seeing and being like, no, this is no, thank you. But gosh, man, the Rocketeer. I mean, you know, it's no Lethal Weapon. It's no Maniac Mansion. Faria, A World of Mystery and Danger is a better game. It's no Solstice, The Quest for the Staff of Deimos. Is the Rocketeer better or worse than Dino Wars? Destruction of Spondyloos? Dino Wars, you can just shoot, man. You don't have to dick around with all this ammo. You know, they give you a variety of weapons, some of which are terrible. Dino Wars is a better game. Marione's Secret Castle, that's a better game. Nigel Mansell's World Championship Racing is a better game. The Legend of Kage is a better game. You would be better served with a copy of the Flintstones, The Rescue of Dino and Hoppy. It's no skate or die. The Karate Kid's a better game. The Flintstones, The Surprise at Dinosaur Peak is a better game. Dick Tracy's a better game. You'd be better off with this fucked up port of Bad Dudes. This is certainly no G.I. Joe, The Atlantis Factor. This is starting to feel kind of right, though. It's no Captain America and the Avengers. That's a better game. Is it better or worse than Alien Syndrome? It's worse. A little worse. It's better than B-52. It's worse than Joe and Mac. It is worse than Supercars. It is better than Godzilla Monster of Monsters, but it's no Big Nose Freaks Out. It's our new number 434. Okay. And there you have it. Thanks to Tim for suggesting this wonderful video game. And there you have it. Quite a list this week. Nice to get back into it after missing last week. But yeah, man, Flintstones, Alien Syndrome, L'Empereur. That's not a French. I can't. It's just, I don't know. It just doesn't happen. Pro Sport Hockey. Surprise of the week, if not surprise of the month or more. A really fascinating fucking hockey game. And the Rocketeer. Ooh. Ooh. We're closing in on it, man. We're getting we're getting to the end of the list. It's really fascinating to see. There's a lot of games, man, that you know, just like Pro Sport Hockey is a great example. Like, I have never, why would I, you know, like Jalico's hockey game, like I just never saw it. And you're like looking at like, oh, this is actually like surprisingly awesome. Like, what a cool fucking thing. But yeah, we're closing in on it. Candivorous Rest asks, do you know what the last game is going to be? No, I mean, you know, people can suggest stuff. Go to jeff.zone for more details on signing up for the Patreon. Thank you all for your support. And yeah, we'll see how it all kind of goes. We'll be back next week with more. Have a great weekend, everybody. And I will see you then.